If there was one thing that really shocked you in all of your research and making this film, Larry, what was it?
The thing that I thought was most shocking is as I said, the overall growing dependence upon China for the chips that go into the car, for the minerals that go into the battery, and for the exploitation of kids in third world countries in order to mine the material that go into the batteries. That to me was the most disturbing part.
And it seems like people want to turn a blind eye to that. Like you keep hearing about the slave labor, the child labor for these rare earth minerals, but no one really seems to want to put it under the microscope. You have done it, but why do you think there's that resistance? Is it just that it's an inconvenient truth, to quote Al Gore?
Yeah, I think because so much of our media is wedded to the idea that climate change is an existential threat. Climate change has to be dealt with by force feeding us from a fossil fuel based economy to a renewables based economy. And they don't want to undermine that narrative. I think that's what it is. They really are wedded to the idea that humans are destroying the planet and we need to take drastic action to do something about it. And if it were known, the drastic action that they're encouraging involves the exploitation of children, it would undermine their message. So I don't think they want to hear about it. The human rights groups are doing this. There are lots of human rights groups that talked about the exploitation of children. Normally, when human rights groups complain about this, that, and the other, you find the mainstream media parroting their lines. But in this case, it's see no evil, hear no evil, speak no evil.
Let's drill down on China just a little bit more. So China exploits these gangs who exploit these child laborers or slave laborers in Africa. They get the minerals. And then they make these batteries and they pass them along to other countries. When is the public writ large, do you think, Larry, going to open their eyes to how manipulative China is, to how destructive they are, and to how power hungry they are? This is not a docile country.
No, it is not, and hopefully this documentary will wake people up. And you brought up something else too about the batteries. The batteries are heavier, by the way, than batteries that are in gas-powered cars. They create more wear and tear on the highways, and they have to be disposed of because they have a shorter shelf life than gas-powered cars. Where do you put them? What do you do with them? You put them in the ground. They leak. The toxic materials leak. They could threaten the underground water supply that we have. So that's a real problem about what to do with these batteries when when their shelf life is over. That's a huge problem. But again, the geopolitical problem is China. We're making China wealthier. We're already dependent upon China for some of our technology that goes into our military, for crying out loud. We're more dependent upon China for pharmaceuticals, and we're becoming more dependent upon China the more we push the sale of EVs. So that's a real national security issue, too, that I think a lot of people have not thought through.